You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And Chronicans, welcome to or welcome back to the channel. In case y'all don't know me, my name is Kyle, aka Chronic, and today I am here because this weekend I checked in on my friend, just saw how he was doing, and he asked me, did you go and see the Super Bowl? Did you watch it at all? I didn't, so I actually missed the performance at halftime as well. I am a music reaction channel, but I also react to many other things. Bad Bunny, who I know is performing at this halftime, amongst other people I've heard, but I've never actually listened to Bad Bunny before. I've heard incredible things. I mean, you just saw how good he did at the Grammys as well. I've only actually seen him perform in the WWE, and he kicks some ass. Check out this move.
Bunny's gonna go up to the top rope. I said it before, again, Bunny's fly!
But what is amazing about this is, for me, I love drama and controversy and being able to talk about the two sides of the coins when there is opinions and a discussion going on. So I'm really excited to dive into this because A, I love music, but B, I also like to talk about like politics and all that things too. So in case you didn't know that side of me, let's go dive into this together, as this halftime show didn't just entertain, it sparked much debate about language, politics, and identity, and even what the Super Bowl halftime show represents itself. So let's go jump into this together, and I'll give you my honest takes before jumping into the Super Bowl itself, because I have 5 of the biggest controversies coming from this show right after the flip side before jumping in, and see if I get convinced otherwise. Looking into all the headlines after being told to check into this halftime show, I was trying to see how much real controversy was coming from this. Is this at a level of, like, say, Justin and Janet back from, like, I think that was the '04 Super Bowl. I know Nipplegate and all that, if you guys remember that. I knew the halftime show then represented a way to entertain us, but also distract us as well, because mixing the entertainment with the sports is why I like WWE per se, but the entertainment side then becomes political, and then is that still art and all that if you're only trying to push out your political agenda? Who knows? I really don't even know, because I haven't even seen it yet. So 5 of the topics that I could tell, the first one was the Spanish language performance backlash, which I think is interesting coming from me as a music reaction channel. I listen to Finnish, Korean, Japanese, African, so on and so forth type of music, where I'm listening from different languages. Sure, they don't have, say, subtitles for all of us to get into, but music has always been more about the feeling of it as well. And I guarantee there's many of you, if not all of you, that actually like a song in a different language as well. And let's not forget how America was built first too. It's not just English people who came here as well. The Spanish also did come here too, and we know all about that. So especially coming down from the Mexico side and moving its way up. So the entire set was performed in Spanish, which I can't wait to hear, because I love Spanish. One of my favorite bands, The Warning, just made a really good song and made it almost into the Latin Grammys for a win. So, but this was performed in Spanish, and it was framed by Bad Bunny as a unity message. Critics blasted it, claiming it alienated viewers or encourages division. Technically, language does divide because you can't understand, and that's an easy way to ice people out, is speaking in a different language so that they can't understand. And but it also gives a voice to those who don't hear, and you'd be surprised how many Spanish speaking people there are actually in America. You'd be very shocked, actually. Maybe I can even find the number. Some political figures attacked it harshly, calling it an affront to America. Interesting. Social reaction split hard. Praise for cultural pride versus complaints about accessibility. Yeah, on the praise side, I'm even thinking like New Orleans and all that too. There's so many places I can think of that has a different type of a culture, even a Cuban culture and all that stuff too. And even Puerto Rico, I'm pretty sure is where Bad Bunny is from too. So, which is another place that you're a U.S. resident, but it's unincorporated U.S. territory. Um, that's what. So I can see where a lot of this cultural pride is coming from and the complaints about accessibility. Because if you know subtitles and you don't want to listen to Spanish, maybe that's something that's just really difficult for you. The show leaned into Puerto Rican identity and messaging like "Together we are America." Knowing they are unincorporated U.S. territory, then you can understand where that can then create some division there. Supporters framed it as a cultural representation, which is great. I've loved every Puerto Rican I've ever met. Critics spun it into a debate over national identity and diversity choices. The discourse stretched beyond music into political commentary, which was had to be their goal because like I've said since '04 or before, the shows have been somewhat derived in a political way, shock way, and entertainment way, something to make it a scene to that they've been doing this since Coliseum times and probably before. It became commentary theater though. So the third one now, the first two with the political symbolism and the cultural war crossfire and Spanish language performance backlash. The third is the alternative halftime show drama with Kid Rock and I think some others too, which was a rival All American halftime show aired as counter programming. It triggered online mockery and accusations of lip singing. Musicians piled into the feud, escalating the spectacle as well, and some conservative voices used it to criticize the NFL's selection. Basically, halftime had its own multiverse variant this year, which is pretty incredible. I saw one ad from the Super Bowl, which was that new ring alert where if your like dog goes missing, now there's AI and all the cameras around that can like find this missing dog. Woo! It's going pretty crazy now, pushing things. That's my conservative side coming out, which I really do try to run the line of having both sides open because you need both sides of thought. So the next one, celebrity backlash and public figure piles on. Political figures and celebs slam the performance publicly. Others defend or praised it, widening the split. And reality TV personalities sparked backlash over their reactions, even Chris Brown chiming in online. The discourse was louder than the bass drops itself. And for me, I know it's loud when I have someone asking me my opinion on it outside of like the reactions and all that too, even though it's just one of my friends. But I don't traditionally watch football too, and I should because Seattle won, which is the closest team to me. I'm literally just a little up to the left on Vancouver Island, so really close in British Columbia, right on top of Seattle, Washington. So, or Oregon, Seattle, Oregon, my bad. So now, social media fallout, Instagram wipe and online war. Bad Bunny deleted all Instagram posts after the backlash waves. Wow, that's rough for him. Fans speculated whether it was protest, promo strategy, or reset. I don't know if y'all saw the Olympics, but there was some pretty interesting symbolism going in the Olympics opening ceremony as well. So a halftime show is another way to represent what you're trying to push out, even metaphysically. And I think y'all know what that means, which is the social media side. As we were seeing, the social media fallout. Online reactions range from love, the best halftime show they've ever seen, to hate, the worst performance they have ever seen, showing extreme polarization. The digital aftershock kept the story alive, though, post show. That's why we're here. That's why we're about to go to react. And without further ado, that's all of my thoughts going into it. And I can't wait to see how we decipher this as we watch it now together. So, a couple of the things I want to look in before jumping into this reaction is it accessible? Is it authentic? What type of messages are they trying to promote on the stage itself? What's the crowd energy like? I'd say compared to like say the online narrative, and if there's any guest appearances as well, and any spectacular factors, we also can kind of think about that as well too. So now let's dive right into it, y'all. I am thoroughly excited because Another stamp of approval for Bad Bunny is Lionel Messi loves him and texts him and thinks he's a phenomenon. So let's see why. I don't know. I don't even know what type of music genre he is.
The
I bet
National
he's a little bit of
Football
everything.
League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60
All right, so we're looking
halftime
like
show.
a fiesta. I'm pumped already. Maybe y'all need some more siestas in your life.
Qué rico es el latino. ¡Hoy se ve!
Right, so even like the introduction is in Spanish too. People are not used to that. Oh, that's cool.
Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana.
He's got the gloves on, looking like Mario.
Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana otra. Ey, me la voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saludame
Nice.
vamos a tirar un selfie. Seis chis, que sonríen las que ya les metí en un VIP, un VIP. Ey, saludan a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. Seis chis, que sonrían las que se olvidaron ya de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, la Patricia, la Nicole, la Sofía.
Okay, here we go. He is going through a maze of their culture right now. Piroguas. Let me know what that means. Ah, some tacos though. Here we go. I probably would have bought a watch.
Can an AI voice really beat a professional human voice actor? We put Revoicer to the test in a head-to-head
Wow, there you go. Holy, whoa, okay, whoa. First of all, we're just about to see a bunch of wave of celebrities here. So he's got like everyone coming to support. Well, a lot of people coming to support from the Hollywood scene. It kind of looked like there too, which I know could probably create a lot of backlash after what happened with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, as we all know too. But I really like this intro so far too, giving to show that flavor, that excitement. People are working. They're trying to create a path for people to still, have culture of merchants. I bet they're very big into their merchants, like everywhere too. Like I even have a little thing on Puerto Rico here. I think it even mentions that driven by manufacturing and tourism. So, which is really cool. I was getting kind of a Mexico vibe, and that's just me saying it because I've went to Mexico, and that's kind of some of the similar vibes I was getting, which is still American, y'all, still North America. So like, if y'all understand, we're a lot bigger than a lot of people think. Like I remember myself, when I went to Mexico, I almost forgot it was still part of North America, just from how like narrow-minded you can get sometimes. I live on an island, so it's very easy to get narrow-minded that way too. So I like his slow approach. The bass gets to drop, he gets a bit more excited too, but it's fully about the culture here too. And I think it's fine to represent and show a different culture, in my opinion. And it's not a different culture because they're still U.S. citizens. So this is me objectively thinking how good it is so far. But look at the people. There's like Cardi B, looks like Jessica Alba there. I don't think that's a Kardashian, but it might be. Oh, the Pedro Pascal's in here? What is going on? Is that T-Pain or someone? Or Pusha T? Like, okay, well, like, what's also cool too is if you notice in the back, they don't have the English subtitles, but at least they have the lyrics for you up to like keep up with it. Because I just went to a Filipino pop concert, SB19, and all of their songs are littered with Tagalog, which is the Filipino language, but they sprinkle in some English for you, but they have the lyrics up in the back where at least if you're in the vibe, you can kind of chanda. You know what I mean? Like you can keep up with it at least and be a part of the moment. And I think sometimes people are too big for themselves to be a part of something different. When I was younger, that used to be hard for me. I used to even be too big for the Macarena. The Macarena had different language in it. The dancing style kind of made me feel uncomfortable because it got me too moving and all that. But do y'all remember how big the Macarena was? Like, even them dancing, I think all the dancers are dancing incredible. I heard some things about twerking and all that too, but like we twerk as well. Like we can't even go there. Cardi B is here. Like, come on. Feels very much like a music video though. I can't tell how hyped the crowd is either. Oh, here we go. They went off right there. Because they're showing some booty. Pedro being in there is just so great. Oh, some are up with him now. He doesn't have the voice I thought it was. I thought it'd be deeper, actually. Oh! There's the music video feel. Holy snap, that's dope. Then they got this segment already mixed in. And then it comes out. See, now that is incredible. Let's see that again. And if y'all didn't, if you actually thought he did that in there, that is just well timing. And that's what feels like the music video too. I mean, it is about the audience viewing as well. I don't know what y'all, I think people like to complain about things too. Like, it's great. Like, how do you not like this? Boom! Oh, love this song. They move so great, all these dancers. Definitely party, club type of a fiesta feel. Perfect festival music. Perfect halftime music, honestly, if you're just having a good time. Is that the Geico? Geico? Oh, I think that was the late night guy there. At the beginning with the afro. Just carrying the football through, eh? Love the strings right now. Yeah, come on. Oh, what? Is someone actually getting married right now? No way. Like, actually, though? Could you imagine? Wait, what? Ooh, lady! I love this song. What?
I don't even want to do this anymore. 'Cause you already know what you mean to me. And our love's the only one worth fighting for.
Oh, a nice little change up vibe to it.
Nobody's promised tomorrow. So I'ma love you every night like it's the last night. Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I'd wanna be next to you.
Okay, I just need to stop for a second. Hasn't Gaga like been at the Super Bowl a few times now performing? Like, she must be one of the ones who's been here the most. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know who else has been as many Super Bowl type of moments that Lady Gaga has had. And I love this vibe to it. I'm pretty sure this is the one she does with Bruno. And I don't know if Bruno's going to be coming next, but I love this kind of flair vibe to it as well. I understand what they're fully going for in the festival and the celebration of it as well. And I just wish everyone could enjoy other just tastes of life, you know? Like, go travel. I know that probably even sounds like not everyone can travel. So, like, if you're lucky enough to travel and experience different cultures, it would definitely benefit you and probably not be so offended from different other ones too.
I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile.
She's pumped. It's one of the first times I've seen Gaga perform live too.
Mientras uno está vivo, uno debe amar lo más que pueda.
Oh, is he blushing? Now, I also hope people don't mix the all whiteness of the, and I mean in their attire, like the white parties that we know with like the DDD and all that. This is a wedding theme that they're trying to put out too. And for me, I've been to, say, Mexico's concerts compared to the Netherlands or Canada. And even going to Mexico, which I said, this is kind of giving me that type of a vibe. It's a whole different type of energy that's an extreme enthusiasm and a collectivism to it that it's so intoxicating. Like, you could just see everyone is smiling so much. Lady Gaga was just smiles throughout that whole thing too. So, but I also on the other end can see why if this isn't your style of music, you don't like listening to other languages. They haven't literally said like, hey, how's the Super Bowl going, or like any connection English wise, language wise. Then I can see how that would make you feel left out as an English speaking person who is used to hearing that, right? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, nice. Good catch. Oh, look at all those dance moves.
Okay.
There we go. I actually really like his flow. Nice, I like that camera work there too. It's been a spectacle, honestly. Ooh, that looks nice. Feels very different and unique from anything I've seen from a halftime show at Super Bowl though. Oh, there it is. Look at you. You can win a Grammy too.
Como Bad Bunny va a ser el pop, ey, con reggaetón y dembow.
Yeah, here we go. Give it to me. I'm a guitarist, so I'ma love that. Ooh! Oh shit! It's my guy Ricky Martin. I haven't seen him forever. No way. Yes. I wasn't ready for it. I thought it was coming. Like, come on, if you guys don't love Ricky. Come on. Why is there any negativity from this? We crowned this guy. What do you mean this is an American? He looks so great. Oh, yes. Oh, this is interesting. Working on power lines, eh? Bringing the power to all different nations and territories. Nice, this feels a little more tribal. Something I want to say before I miss it too, if you I'm not sure if he's doing full songs from his discography as well, or if he's kind of like blending all of them into like a kind of bigger medley as well, so y'all can let me know. But something that can happen if you don't know the language well enough is it all can kind of blend in if the music itself isn't drastically different enough, and then that maybe can become a bit like repetitive for you when you're listening to it, where this one itself really has shifted the tone to the tribalism now too. He's got the Puerto Rican flag, it looks like, coming out here too, and I honestly think this is great. And like anytime you see someone from say a sports team win like a championship or something like that, what do you think the first thing they're doing? They're throwing up their flag. They're trying to show who they're representing, and I mean, Bad Bunny has been killing it. So for him to be able to represent and have the stage, he's deserved it. And y'all have given him his crown to be here. So I honestly understand it, but I it's not my favorite music, so I can see why this would just bother people. But I think that's always happened at the halftime when it's not your favorite style of music, you just don't watch it.
Quieren montarse en la ola y no han ido a rincón. Un besito pa' abuela en el balcón cogiéndote los hoyos en la Rubicón. Esto es PR, tierra de Maelo y Tego Calderón y de Varel que fue campeón. Primero que Lebrón. Maldita sea. Otro vagón, vamos pa' los bleachers a prender.
Going up.
Antes que a Pipa le dé un buffet.
See, he's a performer.
Estoy cabrón, Puerto Rico, estoy ey, 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 pichea Maldivas, yo me quedo en Palomino.
What a stage
si
he's
no me
worked
voy
on.
PRD, un saludo a mis vecinos. Ey, aquí el calor es diferente, el sol está ahí, no. Ey, la capital del perreo, ahora todos quieren ser latinos, no, pero le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón. Ey, ey, pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Le falta sazón, batería y reggaetón. Ey, ey, pido con mi corillo que somos un montón. Welcome to the calentón.
Wow. And I bet all the hate's coming from older generations, mainly. Our kids would love this type of music. Oh, nice switch up. There we go. Here's all the flags coming in now.
God bless America.
Nice.
Chile, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Bolivia, Perú, Ecuador, Brasil, Colombia, Venezuela, Guyana, Panamá, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, Honduras, El Salvador,
Canada,
Guatemala, México, Cuba, República Dominicana, Jamaica, Haití, las Antillas, United States, Canadá, a my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico.
Seguimos aquí.
See, America's massive, y'all. Tip to tip. We're separated by titles, but same blood. That's where the life is, y'all. I mean, I get what they're going for. Wow, and Seattle wins.
The National
They beat the
Football League
Patriots
thanks you
without
for watching
Brady.
The Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
Wow.
Switch to Apple Music, and new subscribers get 3 months free.
Honestly,
Visit NFL.com/live visual album to watch all of tonight's performances.
Wow. That was Bad Bunny, y'all. And that was produced by Rock
Thank you for
Nation.
watching this
Interesting.
presentation of the National Football League.
Makes sense. I get it. All right. I got a lot to say on that. Really great for me. I'm just a huge music lover. So musically itself, it's so easy to digest different languages. You don't need to know exactly what is being said to get the spirit behind, because music is something that always translates language, in my opinion. So if it's just an art form you're not used to expressing itself in different languages, then I get where you're coming from on that one, because that would have felt like, the only thing you heard in English was literally United States and Canada and the other countries that were being called out there too. So let's kind of now think about it for a second. I thought the accessibility versus the authenticity of it was pretty great. I thought it actually stood very well for different types of Americas. And I think people need to understand that, yes, it's a world sport at the beginning. Every single national association or affiliation or whatever it is called based on where you are in the top 4 sports, they wanted to go global. That was their whole point. And if y'all don't think that was the whole point, that's why the 92 Olympics was so big when Michael Jordan and all them went around the world and dominated. And I'm pretty sure it was in Spain at the time there too. So they always wanted to bring the global ambassadors in there too. So Bad Bunny is someone who he's reached all the way down to Canada and Argentina, because like I said, he's been teamed up with Messi, literally texting each other too. So he's got that spirit of all of America. He's getting celebrated in America, I'm sure in Canada too. So if you don't know Spanish, I get it. My son right now is learning Spanish in high school. It's probably a smart idea, not gonna lie. I thought it was very authentic as well. On the other side though, I could see it was a bit agenda pushed, and it wasn't just strictly for the music and the performance, which I think anytime that happens, it forces people to have this conversation, because that's what you're asking for. So let me know in the comments, did you feel locked out by not understanding the language, or did the energy transcend it? Because I thought the energy did transcend it. I thought the music itself was good enough if you like at least feeling happy, joy, and dancing. I wake up to dance parties with my sons listening to BTS right now, which is a Korean pop band. So I'm listening to Korean, and we're just having the time of our life. And anytime they say a English word, we feel great. So I have to admit, there's that side where I wish there was a percentage of some English in there a bit more to not be as 100% to something. But again, not when the English people are performing, they're doing percentages of the different languages as well. So you really can't say that. Be who you are. So Bad Bunny got to be who he was, and Rock Nation got to set up what they wanted to set up. So I totally, when you got the stage, it's yours. Messaging moments on the stage, I thought was pretty good too. There was not much symbolism or anything that I was getting extremely distracted or confused by. The only thing I noticed was that they had lyrics up, at least, of the Spanish that was being sung. So that at least helped you be a part of it if you wanted to, which I mean, if you're there, you might as well participate. So I thought that was really cool. The cultural imagery was incredible going through the whole, like at that very beginning part, I thought stood out the most to me when he first got the football and started going through the maze there and like started seeing everyone instantly. I thought that really captured the spirit the best. And then it kind of became a lot more about the music for a good chunk of it. And then it kind of got very political at the very end, which I can see why people maybe got a bit, you know, had different views on that part. So the crowd energy versus the online narrative, I think I've heard the crowd way louder before. And I mean, I've also seen, no, I'm not going to say better lineups because that's, you know, objective. I mean, subjective. But for me, it was lacking a little bit in the jaw-dropping moments. I thought it leaned in heavily to the music video type of vibe, so that never was going to fully make the crowd be 100% invested, I would say. But the stadium did go pretty wild for moments, I would say. I wouldn't say it went wild for the whole time as well, but for how divided the online discourse has been, I'm really surprised of, I guess it was more apathy from some people at the field. You didn't hear any boos, that's for sure. Not at all. And I mean, Lady Gaga, Ricky Martin, Cardi B, Jessica Alba, to name just a few people who had the cameos to come in and steal the show that way. I always love my celebrities. I always have. So I can't say I didn't like that. I think that does always add to it. I mean, we loved when Kendrick had Serena Williams on. No one was complaining about that other than Drake, right? So the choreography, the camera, the staging, I thought was really cool because for me, liking music and music videos, that's what I thought it led into more, but it did make that different from what a traditional halftime show for the music side I thought could be. So I think that's leaning into such a different meta type of performance, which makes it kind of, you're in two different places at one time at that point, and you never feel like you're fully at one spot, I would say. And that's where maybe some of the distraction in the performance that people were talking about. So yeah, I honestly am happy to have done this. I'm not thoroughly impressed by any of the songs though. So I have to admit that I come from a metal, rock, and rap type of a style. I'm not traditionally into the dance and music and all that. I'm only starting to get more into that too. So it was I guess kind of shocked that he won album of the year and all that with this too, just being honest too. So like, I mean, there's been so many other awards from different people that I think other people deserved it as well too. So it's not even to name out anyone, but I get the big deal of him because it's an aura as well. Those gloves really stood out for me too. I think he's got that look and he's got that swag. I tell you, he honestly does, and he's had it from day one since I seen him performing in the WWE. So I hope you guys like this kind of my interpretation of what the halftime show was. I'm not quite understanding why there's so much discourse of negativity in this as well, but I also don't live in America right now, and that I do talk to people from America all the time, and they say it is pretty rough down there right now, just for the anticipation of what can happen with people just walking on eggshells right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of the takes here. Let me know some of your takes in the comments below. If you did have a good time, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not a Chronican yet. And if you want me to do any reactions that you want, you can go the extra mile by supporting me and my family and go to our Patreon, where we have free trials and we have a lot of awesome content on there. You even get your own reaction requests on some of the tiers that we have too, early access and some of the blog content. This might be one of them. Well, let's hope it made it onto YouTube. If it did, you would know because you're seeing it right now. But if you're on my Patreon, and that's why you're here too, thank you guys so much for going the extra mile. But I am now exiting the rabbit hole, folks. Peace and love. God bless y'all.
Thank you for making it to the end of the video. It's so good to see you here. And if you would like to continue in supporting us in our future endeavors, you can do so by supporting us over here. And if you really like this band or artist that you listen to in this video, you can support them right here. And we think you might like this video right here. So remember to click it and continue on your trip down the rabbit hole.
Thank you so much, Chronicans.
Thank you so much. Peace and love.